Hello everyone, this is your instructions for the robot materials assignment, and basically there are 4 steps to this assignment that should take you through the next 2 days. I just wanted to briefly go over them so that you had an idea of what to do, and we'll just start with number 1. So it says, the first thing says to read through the client letter and answer the questions to know what you are doing. So I'll have the client letter on Canvas, but I have it opened up on my computer right now. And the client letter looks like this. Starts with what what they're asking you to do, and you can see a lot of things are in bold and underlined. All right, the bold and underlined I did on purpose so that you can see the really important parts of this activity. When you get down to the bottom, you'll see this part right here. Please develop a system to rank the materials in order from best to worst. So basically, the military is asking you to design a robot. And that robot has certain materials that they can use, and you are going to do some calculations, all right? And that's going to take us into step 2. So I'm going to minimize this and go back here. And so step 2 says, use the data chart to find the mass of each robot. So if I open up the data chart, which should be on Canvas as well, I'll notice that I have this chart here. I have all the materials here, all the information that kind of tells me, and this is going to be important in a second, I'll get there, but the very first thing that you need to do is find out the mass of each robot. Okay? We have volume, we have density. If you are given those 2 things, then you should be able to calculate the mass using that density triangle. Once you've figured out the mass, okay, let's say that the mass is 1.5, okay? Then you need to convert it from grams to kilograms, okay? And basically what you end up doing is you just add, or you move the decimal place over 2 places. So instead of 1.5, it'll be 1500.0, okay? So once you've done that, then you multiply the mass, okay, to find out the weight. The mass is going to be multiplied by 9.8, okay, which is gravity. Right? So you multiply this mass times 9.8, which is the gravity, and that will get you your weight. Right? You'll have to do that for each of the categories here. Once you do that, you can move on to step 3. Pull step 3 back up. Okay, so step 3, it says come up with a system to rank the best robot material to the worst robot material. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to open up that data chart again, and you're going to consider which one of these materials is going to be the best for the military to use for the new robot that they're building. Okay. You can see that there's different kinds of material. You can see damage resistance, its service life, right? And all of these things are listed down here. It tells you what each damage resistance means. Damage resistance means if it's going to resist being damaged by something, as in if it's not going to take on a lot of damage. And so it'll tell you if it just has basic damage resistance, small arms, shrapnel, small arms and shrapnel. Okay? It'll have service life. It'll tell you all about these things. All right. I need you guys to determine your own ranking system. Okay. And you need to be able to explain exactly what you did to say this is the best and this is the worst. You have to be able to explain it in detail, because that's going to take us to step 4. So once you've come up with that ranking system, step 4 says write a letter back to the company using the letter template. Okay? Your letter should rank the robot materials from best to worst, and it should explain how you decided on that ranking. Okay? So let me pull up the letter template. Okay? So this is the template. It says this is the process we used. Whatever process you use, whatever you decided to look at when you were determining which was the best, and this should be in-depth, guys. This should not just be, I decided on carbon fiber because I thought it was the best. No, that doesn't work. You need to explain, why was carbon fiber the best? Why did you think it was the best? Was it due to the damage resistance? Did it have the least amount of weight? Did it have the most amount of weight? Did it have a long service life? You need to be able to discuss that in this section right here. Okay? And then finally, you will put your metals, or robot materials, excuse me, in the order that you think is best, number 1, to worst, number 5. Okay? And that is the complete assignment. You will have today and tomorrow to work on this, and it will be due at the end of the day tomorrow. If you have any questions, please go back in the video and watch it again to see if you can figure it out yourself. And then if you still cannot figure it out, please message me in the chat bar on your live meeting. All right. Good luck. Thank you.